Donald Trump's attempt to mock President Biden's press conferences backfiring in Donald Trump's face. Take a look at what's going on. Donald Trump wrote, "Crooked Joe begins his big boy press conference with, 'I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, though I think she was not qualified to be president. Great job, Joe,' to which President Biden responds, 'By the way, yes, I know the difference. One's a prosecutor, Vice President Kamala Harris, and the other's a felon, you. Someone convicted of 34 separate felony counts, Donald Trump." So the MeidasTouch network then prepared a 3-minute video of Donald Trump confusing and forgetting people's names, the cities that he's in, and more. We showed it over and over again at all of Donald Trump's speeches. So, Donald Trump, you want to bring that up? May I present to you the new video that MeidasTouch produced? Play the clip.
I think you should take a cognitive test like I did. I took a cognitive test and I aced it. Doc Ronnie Johnson. Does everyone know Ronnie Johnson, congressman from Texas? He was the White House doctor. How good did Elise Stepanek do? You know, we've endorsed Dr. Oz. We've endorsed JP, right? JD Mandel, and he's doing great. Jimmy Connors is good. He's also happy.
Mike Bolton, John Bolton is here. Mike Bolton, as you know, is in Russia. And there was progress today. I look forward to solving it.
Thank you, Steve. It was Trump's fault. It's always Trump's fault. Can it ever be like Rick Gates's fault? I mean, it's always Trump's fault, Rick. By the way, they never report the crowd on January 6th. You know, Nikki Haley, you know, did you know they destroyed all of the information, all of the evidence, everything? Deleted and destroyed all of it, because of lots of things. Like Nikki Haley is in charge of security. We offered her 10,000 people. We have some of our great business leaders and leaders, period, right behind me. I may ask Marilyn Lockheed. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. Yes, please, Mr. Kurd.
Thank you very much for your time.
You know what was interesting? Joe Biden won against Barack Hussein Obama. Has anyone ever heard of him? Arrest their leading political opponent, and leading by a lot, including Obama. I'll tell you what, you take a look at Obama and take a look at some of the things that he's done. And Putin, you know, has so little respect for Obama that he's starting to throw around the nuclear word today. You heard that, nuclear.
Thanks for giving your first comments on the bill on this show. It means a lot to us. We appreciate it, sir. Thanks a lot.
You have a deal. Thanks a lot. Bye. Joe Bright, this guy is just the worst. So will Christian ever run for president against you? And you heard the prime minister, you heard maybe have Matt Blum speak next, because he's been so incredible in so many ways. He fights so hard. He loves his state. He loves the people. Think of it, a new branch of the United States military, United States Armed Forces, called Air Force. I never talked about that. That's something we never talked about. But what we just saw, we just left pleasure. A very big hello to a place where we've done very well, Sioux Falls. Thank you very much, Sioux Falls. Thank you. So, Sioux City, let me ask you, and the worst president in the history of our country who is cognitively impaired, we would be in World War II very quickly. The worst president in the history of our country will be a fading nightmare. He'll be a fading memory.
And since we are talking about comparisons here and you want to go and mock President Biden, let me show you the other video that the MeidasTouch network just produced. And that is a comparison of President Biden's speech this week to Donald Trump's speech this week at the exact same day. Let's take a look at this. This has gone mega viral as well. Shout out to our whole team here at Brett and others for producing this video. Play the clip.
In 1949, leaders of 12 countries, including President Truman, came together in this very room and created the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
I didn't even know what the hell NATO was too much before, but it didn't take me long to figure it out, like about 2 minutes.
Today, NATO is stronger than it's ever been in its history. 32 nations strong.
28 countries. 28 countries. Think of that.
We know Putin won't stop at Ukraine, but make no mistake, Ukraine can and will stop Putin.
You know, Ukraine, when you think Ukraine, I had a very good relationship with Putin. We talked about it. It was the apple of his eye.
President Reagan put it, and I quote, "If you are threatened, we are threatened. If you're not at peace, we cannot be at peace."
And they said, "Would you protect us?" I said, "No, I will not protect you from Russia."
Again and again at critical moments, we chose unity over disunion.
When people who love our country protest on January 6th in Washington, they become hostages.
Freedom over tyranny, hope over fear.
If you leave Florida, you end up getting shot, mugged, raped.
This is a pivotal moment for Europe, for the transatlantic community, and I might add for the world.
Did anyone ever see the lovely movie Silence of the Lambs? Did you see it? Did you ever hear of Hannibal Lecter? He was a lovely man.
Reagan knew it then, and we know it now. Our nations will continue to keep faith with what we pledged in years to come.
Yes, oh yes, and quickly, says President Trump. Yes, oh yes.
All right, and since we are talking about these comparisons again, you brought it up, Donald Trump. You want to mock President Biden? Well, let's show you President Biden's speech at a black church in Philly recently, and let's show it in comparison to Donald Trump's outreach to black voters, and we could take a look at that. Another video here produced, an original from the MeidasTouch network. Here, play this clip.
I've always felt the power of your faith in good times and in tough times. The fact is, the scripture says, all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. Our purpose is to serve others. That's our purpose. To know everyone is entitled to be treated with dignity and respect. To know faith without works is dead.
And then I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing.
We're all called to be doers of the world. In this nation, that means keeping our eyes on the North Star, the very idea of America, that we're all created equal in the image of God and deserve to be treated with dignity and respect our entire lives.
We've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece.
We've never fully lived up to that, but we've never fully walked away from it either. And that's because of you and generations before you who led the church from slavery to freedom. Always praying, always believing that joy cometh in the morning. You've never given up.
I won't say it because I don't like using the word bullshit in front of these beautiful children. So I won't say it. I will not say it. But this thing allows millions of people.
In my life, and as your president, I've tried to walk my faith. To get us through the pandemic that claimed 1 million loved ones and left 8 million people with an empty chair at dinner or breakfast because of someone they lost. To ensure that the economy has the lowest black unemployment and more black small businesses in decades. To rebuild and ensure black America has a peace of mind that comes with health care for everybody.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. That's where I like those teeth. I want to find out where you did. I got to get my teeth like that.
To ensure you can follow your dreams without the burden of student debt. To make housing affordable, help more black families build wealth and pass it on to future generations, to keep our communities safe by getting weapons of war off our streets, to give hate no safe harbor.
These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see?
While there are those who want to erase history, Kamala and I want to make it. Because black history is American history.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got $1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy right now.
Of course, there's more to do to deliver jobs and justice. There's more to do. But above all, we need to protect our rights, the rights of all Americans, to make sure democracy works for you. Folks, I know with every fiber of my being, I know I'm going to look like I'm 40 years old, but I've been around a little bit. The bishop and I were talking about that. It's heck turning 40. Well, all kidding aside, you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I, honest to God, have never been more optimistic about America's future if we stick together. I really mean it.
All three of those are MeidasTouch originals. We want to talk about comparisons as well. How about the fact that this is what Melania Trump was doing? Let's show you this. Melania is taking photographs with her personal stylist, Hervé Pierre Braillard, who gets paid $18,000 a month from Donald Trump's cult. I mean Donald Trump's PAC, who pays for a purported billionaire's wife's stylist $18,000 a month. Close to $600,000 at this point has been paid to this stylist. And by the way, I think the stylist needs a stylist. Compare that to Dr. Jill Biden and the types of statements that she makes and the statements that she posts. By the way, I should mention in the video I showed you of Donald Trump's outreach to the black community, Donald Trump invited on stage with him in his Bronx speech someone who was indicted on 140 felony counts, which included murder and 12 attempted murders, someone who's purported to be the leader of the Crips gang. That's who Donald Trump brought as one of his keynote speakers. Can we just talk about that for a second? Yes, we know Donald Trump is a convicted felon. Yes, we know Donald Trump was found liable for sexual assault. Yes, we know that Donald Trump's on audio tape bragging about sexually assaulting women and inspecting naked women at beauty pageants without their consent. Yes, we know that Donald Trump led an insurrection. He says he wants to be a dictator. He praises Vladimir Putin. Not one peep from the media. Donald Trump brought on someone who's alleged in a murder indictment for leading the Crips on stage. The Crips, the gang in New York. And Donald Trump said, I like your teeth, I like your grill. It's part of Donald Trump's black outreach. Here, play this clip.
I appreciate you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. That's where I like those teeth. I want to find out where you did. I got to get my teeth like that.
Oh, and by the way, Donald Trump posted this as well. Coming soon. These are new sneakers he's going to be selling. You know, those other gold, those ugly gold sneakers? These are the new sneakers. He's going to be everything is a grift. But by the way, Donald Trump supporters are eating this stuff up. This is a video that was posted by one of the main Republican influencers. This is what the Republican Party has become. Here, play this clip.
Trump 2024. Y'all already know who we voting for. Vote for my uncle. Period. Trump 2024. Trump say the USA. MAGA.
And this right here is from the Latinos for Trump event. Play this clip.
They don't want it. They just keep talking on the sidelines. They don't fucking want it. Puerto Ricans for Trump, bro. That's what the fuck it is. Yeah.
And here, by the way, is a Trump supporter saying, thank God for Vladimir Putin. Here, play this clip.
Yeah, I mean, the whole country's going to hell. If Biden wins again, which he didn't the last time, we're doomed. You know, the big thing for me, which people aren't paying attention to, is we're so close to World War III. And, you know, nobody's talking about it. And thank God for Putin. He's being patient right now, seeing what's going on. But if Biden wins, you know, for me, it's off the table.
So, Donald Trump, you could go ahead, mock President Biden all you want, but the American people saw in President Biden's press conference that he gave someone who's compassionate, competent, who's got an intricate command on foreign policy. So, go ahead, Donald. Let's see you do that. Let's see you do a press conference like that. I don't think you'll ever do one. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.